Republicans in the House of Representatives are begging the United States Supreme Court right now to overrule Nancy Pelosi's apparently oppressive COVID voting rules for members of the House. Kevin McCarthy came out this week and said that he and his Republicans are asking that Supreme Court, please get rid of the proxy voting rule. What did he say? He said it's an insult to hardworking taxpayers who are back at work safely while members of Congress get a pass to skip work but still get paid. And in case you're not familiar with the proxy voting thing, shortly into the pandemic, once it became clear that the United States was in some serious trouble, Nancy Pelosi, as Speaker of the House, put forward the new rule for proxy voting, which allowed for members to not have to physically be in the chamber when it was at a time obviously unsafe for everybody to be together like that. So you could have one of your colleagues cast your vote on your behalf. You tell them like, hey, by the way, I want to vote yes on this thing. And they'd be like, cool, gotcha, bud. I'm going to go vote for me and I'm going to vote for you. Simple enough, right? Well, apparently that's pissing off Republicans who actually seem to be enjoying their time off, not having to be in the office and traveling around the country, raising money, actually losing money. Of course, I'm referring to Matt Gaetz and Marjorie Taylor Greene. But either way, this seems to be a system that's working out just fine. Like, literally no problems with it. Everything's going according to plan, just like all the people who are still working from home. Congress was doing the same thing. And by the way, McCarthy, there's still millions of people who are working remotely. There's plenty of companies, by the way, that have now actually switched full-time to just remote work. Saving money, like we don't actually need office space. Everything worked fine when people were working from home. Let's do that. The only people who want people to go back into the office are those mid-level managers who need to micromanage people so it seems like they have something to do. But here's the reason McCarthy wants these proxy voting rules overturned. It's not because he wants everybody back in the chamber. It's not because he thinks there's some kind of proxy voting fraud. It's because Kevin McCarthy desperately needs a win. Kevin McCarthy is trying to flex a little muscle, getting those conservatives on the Supreme Court to try to say that what Nancy Pelosi is doing here is unconstitutional. It would be a symbolic victory for him, but it would still be a victory. And that is what he is so hungry for. Kevin McCarthy has pretty much been an impotent minority leader since he came into power, since Democrats retook the House of Representatives. McCarthy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. McCarthy can't keep his own ducks in a row on the Republican side, so he needed a quick, easy win, even if it's a win that means absolutely nothing to anyone. And that's what he's trying to get here. This is, again, to compensate for his lack of power, lack of authority, and lack of leadership that he has shown since he became minority leader.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel for fresh content 7 days a week.